Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to the special feature of Phantasy Calradia. Now, when we left off, we were just about to enter the kidnapper's hideout and rescue the merchant's brother, and so we will now head in and, well, I was going to say attempt to rescue him, but I think, considering we have our mercenary mages, it will be a rather simple affair. So, let us... Oh, actually, never mind. It might actually be a little more difficult than I first imagined, because we do have some shadows, but no mercenary mages have joined us. So this will be a little more interesting, I think, perhaps. So let's try to... Where is your mirror going? So yes, there we are. Let's try to make sure that we lose minimal shadows, I suppose, because... Whoa, okay. Yeah, they seem to be rather effective, shall we say? And that is probably an understatement. So let's try to get some damage off here with our wonderful polearm that actually knocks people unconscious, which is not too bad if you want to take a lot of prisoners, that is for sure. Okay, so Ymira doesn't seem to be knowing what she is doing at the moment, but maybe this map is a little confusing for the AI's pathfinding, perhaps. Who knows about that? Okay, so let's just hope that that Seranid... Okay. That Seranid recruit stays alive, I was going to say, but no, apparently the looter is too powerful for him. I will let that shadow deal with that fellow, and I will charge at the others. Let's do it. Ooh, I actually quite like using a staff for once. Usually we never use one, and I suppose we could call this a staff, although it is technically not one. And, oh, here is the merchant's brother. There we are. We rescued him rather effectively and easily. There we are. We did lose our Seranid recruits, which is a little unfortunate, and these drow combat daggers are really nice, I must admit, so I don't think I will be using anything else apart from them, for now at least, until I find a necromancer's staff, apparently, and some void gear, because apparently you fellows in the comments have let me know that that is the kind of gear that you want to get for a necromancer. So we will now head back to Cherise and speak to the merchant himself. Okay, here we go. Okay, there he is. Good. I thought he was magically invisible or something. Okay, there we are. My brother is home safe. Yes, wonderful. I am interested in making some more money, that is for sure. Ah, our captain turned to villainy to recoup his fortune. I suppose I'd do the same if, heavens forbid, I ever faced indebtedness and ruination. Now any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll. Oh no! That is definitely not something we want around these parts. And yes, why not? I will lead your men. Give them the sign. There we are. Okay, let's do it. Save the town from bandits. I do not have my shadows with me this time around, so we'll have to rely on my own combat skills, which is probably, yeah, not a very good thing either. So let's try to get our drow combat dagger out. Maybe we can actually do some more damage with that instead of with my staff, because it is quicker. But, yeah. Apparently, that particular Seranid over there, that Seranid archer I believe he is, had other plans. Oh yes, okay, maybe the polearm is better, I'm not too sure. I do have a higher skill in polearms, so maybe that's the way to go. Of course, it is longer reach, so I think the longer reach itself is probably going to make this worth it. There we are. And you go down those stairs, yeah. Stay down there. Okay, come on. I'm taking a little bit too much damage for my liking. And I actually got shot by those stones. How dare you? Those stones did 16 damage to me. Well, it appears we are not too good in hand-to-hand combat, but of course we are a necromancer, we are supposed to be casting spells, and yes, there we are. Okay, I don't mind a blow taken in a good cause, yes, why not? There we are, and thank you very much. Did he give me my money? I don't actually know. Yes, I think he did, yes, thank you very much. Merchant, that is good. And I suppose now we will just sell the rest of our loot that is not too useful, or is it? Wait a minute. I'm going to take those nomad boots to give to Ymira, and that hat as well, because that hat is not as good, and I think that will be fine. I think I'll give her the chipped hatchet as well, and that will be very, very good. Okay, so I've thought about it, and I think what I may do is after we have fought a couple more bandit parties, maybe 1 or 2 more, I will artificially enhance my amount of money that I have, and then we can try out some spells. So yes, just to show them off and to give you an idea of what they actually are like. So that would be rather nice, I think. So yes, let us attempt to find another looter party, or maybe something a little more dangerous, so that our mercenary mages can show their worth. And there is a very good reason why I went into the party screen just before. I would like to... Oh, that's cool. I would like you to follow the ways of magic. Oh, that would be rather nice. Well, I will be giving her better gear for now. There we are. And the chipped hatchet. Yes, she can actually wear that. That is good. Okay. Okay, so let's actually just take a look at her skills, because you never know. She might actually have some in magic already. No, I don't believe she does. Ah, that's a little unfortunate. Well, maybe we can find some unique companions that actually do have some points in magic, and they can join us. That would be wonderful. Okay, so a few of you have stated that the neutral factions do not actually take castles, which is actually very disappointing. However, if you help them, that is the only way they can actually take castles. So, not entirely sure, but would the vassals, or indeed if they have vassals, would the vassals help you in following you and such, and help you in battles and so forth? I'm not entirely sure whether that would be the case, but maybe it would, and maybe that would be an idea. I don't know, but yes, anyway. I think what I may do at the moment is cut away, and once I have found a looter party or something larger, that would be wonderful, then I will cut back. Okay, so here we are. We have actually found some Seranid infantry. Now, they actually wanted to attack us, so I am not entirely sure whether we'll be able to pull this off, because we do only have 4 mercenary mages, and if I lose my shadows, I'll be a little disappointed, but yeah, I suppose that is the way of things, and we do outnumber them, so I think we probably stand quite a good chance of surviving. Although, are they on horses? No, they are not on horses, so my mages have an excellent chance at taking them all down. Now, on that note, one of you stated in the comments that mages, and generally magic in particular, is incredibly overpowered in this mod, and I can see why. So yes, maybe it is a little too overpowered, but as it states in the description on the download link for this mod, the creator, I believe, has not worked on this for quite some time, so that is very unfortunate indeed, because as you can probably tell, I am enjoying it thoroughly, mainly due to the amazing nature of these mages right here. I'm not entirely sure if they're doing any damage, though, to those guys over there. I'm hoping that they are. Oh, it seems the fireball might actually do more damage than the lightning bolts. So maybe if we look out... Oh, no, there was a lightning bolt attack right there. Okay, I will be sending in our infantry. Go, infantry! Take them down. Okay, now, I'm hoping that I actually won't die here, because as you can see, they do actually have better gear than I have, and if I die, that would be terrible, so let's attempt to keep him at arm's length, shall we? And hopefully not die in the process. That was terrible. Wow. Okay, so it appears as though we were vastly outgeared and, I suppose, outskilled, perhaps. So let's just hope that my mages continue to throw their spells at our enemies. Otherwise, we have lost, which is going to be... Yes, we have lost. Unfortunately, it seems as though our magic was not enough to be able to overcome Seranid infantry. I'm not entirely sure what level of troop Seranid infantry are, but it appears they are higher than we had. So, yeah, I suppose magic is not too overpowered, but yeah, a little unfortunate that we actually had a little failure there. Well, never mind. That is not a big deal, because as I said beforehand, we are going to now be artificially enhancing our progression, and I will attempt to find some void gear and a necromancer's staff, and hopefully be then able to recruit quite a few mercenary mages, perhaps, and level them up. And then we will see the full might of the magical arts in this particular special feature. So, I will see you soon. Okay, so we are currently resuming me being chased by a huge amount of bandits, where I wanted to recruit a couple of units, and apparently these fellows saw fit to attack me. Now, there are a huge amount of them, as you can probably see, and I am being cornered. Oh no. That is not a good idea. So, yes, as you can see here, my spell book currently does have quite a few different, well, spells. And I have been using the vampiric bolt to gain back some of my HP. And the lightning bolt seems to be very impressive indeed. So, as you can see here, I am gaining back my HP once I do actually hit with it. Yes, there we are. And now we can switch to black bolt. Why not? Yes, okay, well, that might not actually be working too well. Let's sprint. Well, let's sprint as best we can, I guess. Yes. Okay, so this is an ambush, I suppose, that was staged just above the Swadians' territory, and this was a neutral factions village that I was attempting to recruit from, and this is what I get. So, not entirely pleased with that is for sure, but I seem to be holding my own, at least. Not entirely sure how many we've killed so far, but hopefully quite a few. And let's just... oh, yes. They seem to be doing quite a good job at shooting me. How wonderful for them. Come on. I thought I may as well cut back here so as to provide you some experience with the magic, and I'm not entirely sure whether these fellows are respawning all the time. But yes, I do have flaming arrows, kind of, which do a lot of damage versus a single target, but not so much versus many targets, so this is probably a bad idea. Oh no. Okay, vampiric bolt, come on, help me out here. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Get me some HP right there, oh yes. If only these fellows didn't have shields, that is all I could say. Oh no, okay, well, I suppose what I could do is use this. Yes, I could use my throwing daggers, which do no damage, apparently. Oh, no, they do some damage. Okay, come on. Oh, no. Okay, what about my sword? Okay, I do have a sword. Unfortunately, it appears my shield is not here, or has been destroyed in some way. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But I do have a sword that I purchased from the drow home city. So, as you can see there, it does have a special ability called vorpal strike, and that is able to do incredible amounts of damage to living units. So, especially effective against mountain bandits, that is for sure. So, maybe now I have some of my magic back, I can start to do some, yeah, damage again, but I do really need to get my lightning bolt back out, because that seems to be doing the best job. Yes, as you can see there, it does some heavy AoE damage right there. Very nice. Look at that. Come on, take them all down. Oh yes, thank you very much. You scoundrels, how dare you attack a necromancer? Ah, yes. Okay, well, I think we will probably be dying here. Oh no, please don't. Please don't die. I don't want to lose any of my gear and my money. Oh no. Come on, take them all down. Take most of them down, and yes, that just reminds me that I actually have very low armor values. No! Sprint away. Let's get Vampiric Bolt out again. We do have a little left of that. Come on, take him out. Take him down. Yes, thank you very much. Getting some HP back. Getting some HP. Oh, yes. Okay, now that is a very creepy noise, isn't it? Oh, yes, that screech. Oh, yeah, there we are. Okay, good. We only have a couple left, and I think we can probably use... Oh, yes, some wonderful throwing daggers right here. Come on, take him down. Thank you very much. Take that guy down, too. Oh, yeah, nice headshot right there. And that guy going down. That guy will die soon, hopefully. Why am I missing him? He is magical in some way. There we are. And we survived The ambush. Oh my goodness. And we were awarded 10,000 dinars. Well, that's pretty nice. I suppose what actually occurs there is because I have somewhat overdone it a bit with my level, they have scaled it somewhat. So, yes. This is what I was trying to recruit. One dwarf. Well, that's a little unfortunate. One dwarf for all of that work. Oh well. I suppose it's not all bad. I will be able to now continue onward and recruit a couple more. I was really just wanting to show you the dwarf units, and yeah, hopefully every other unit I could as well. Oh well, okay, I think that might be enough just to show you. So this is my party at the moment. Now, I have some mummy high priests, which are actually very cool. I am hoping they will be able to heal our party and maybe deal some damage to the undead if we fight some. And, of course, I have some orcs, I have elves, I have some master mages, probably human, and I have some drow master mages as well. And, of course, dwarves. So that is rather nice, and now I have used my necromancy to acquire some skeleton knights. As you can see, he's looking very dapper indeed, and we have some armored skeleton warriors and regular skeleton warriors. Now we also have some zombie knights, some armored zombie warriors, and some regular zombie warriors, and then we have greater mercenary mages, shadow knights, which are looking very cool indeed, shadow wizards, and shadow assassins. So that's not too bad at all. Now, what we will do is head into the Take an Action menu, and this is where you can use your necromancy skills, and I will be using some to create some shadows. And there you are. 10 shadows have been raised to join you. So that is wonderful, and as you can see, we have armored shadow warriors, and a few more shadow knights by the looks of things. So that is wonderful. So what we are going to do now is attempt to find a rather large party for us to take down. So, I will cut away once again, and once I have found one, I will cut back. Okay, so we have found Jarl Gunda and 2 other Jarls, to be precise as well. So now I have actually threatened him rather considerably by saying that we will take his life and drink his blood and so forth. So yes, as he says here, "Are you trying to provoke me? Well, I would have you know that I am under no obligation to duel women, commoners, rebels, or brigands. However, in your case, I would be delighted to make an exception." So we are actually going to be dueling him, by the looks of things. That seems to be a dueling competition. Yes, challenge Jarl Gunda to a trial of arms. Defend yourself. Okay, so I have no HP because I didn't rest. Huh. This is probably not going to go too well for me, is it? Maybe I can use magic? Nope. Okay, come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, come on. Come on. Yes, there we go. Okay, 1 strike took him down. Thankfully, I was able to survive. And there we are. We actually gained 20 renown for that. Well, 10 renown there and 10 from when I first challenged him. So, what I will be doing, I am terribly sorry for this, is heading to Izmirala Castle, and I will be resting up. Forgot to do that, of course. As I was so excited to get into combat, I will be resting up here. And once I am fully recovered, I will cut back. Well, a short while after cutting away, we have now received this message. The orcs have amassed an enormous army and are planning on plundering and conquering it all. The horde awakens. Oh yes, that is a World of Warcraft reference, I believe. So, what we will be doing now is, I believe, considering my surgery skill is probably working quite well now, I will be exiting. And, oh, still 65%? Really? Okay, well, let's level up a couple of these orc riders, who are, by the way, riding wargs, which is very, very cool indeed. I like that a lot. Now, I did actually find this companion, who is a drow, and we will be leveling him up a little bit. Yes, let's get some strength and some iron flesh, make sure he survives a little more, and get some crossbow skill, considering he is using one. Okay, so that is fine. And yes, back to resting, I suppose. Okay, so just outside the castle that we were resting at, I noticed that Boyar Druli is in battle against Jarl Eirik. and another of the Nord's vassals. So I thought, yes, let's go in and help him, even though I'm not really allied to anyone. It would be rather nice to get a large-scale combat situation going on here. So let us charge in. We have 194, they have 133, and apparently an undead breaks free from our control. That is a little unfortunate. And that reminds me, I did actually lose Bob and Greg in that fight down in the Seranid territories. So I am very sorry for them, but hopefully after this battle I will be able to revive them, perhaps, and we'll get a couple more skeletons to join us. Okay, so let us get ready. Now, as you can see, I currently have a rather flaming looking horse right here, so I thought, what is the best horse for a necromancer? This is the best horse, I suppose, for a necromancer. Looking rather spiffing, I must admit, and of course I do have my vorpal sword, which I actually neglected to show you the stats of, which I will do after this, and of course I will show you the dagger. I believe I already showed that in the first part, and that is the dagger that actually has renewable ammo sources. And now this shield right here is actually from the Drow's home city. It is a Drow priestess shield, which generally is not necessarily too good. I have to actually kill that shadow warrior because it broke free from my control. I'm not entirely sure why that happens, which is a little unfortunate, but now we can watch my mages do their work, my master mages and my shadow wizards and so forth. Let's actually get my own magic out. I'm actually not entirely sure whether I can use this on my horse. So I will be... Yes, I cannot use it on my horse. So let's actually get off and do some damage this way. Oh yeah. Take this. I am now Zeus or Thor or someone amazingly associated with lightning. Why not? Come on, deal some damage right there. And let's get out our throwing weapons. Come on, take him down. I am still terrible with throwing weapons, even with these. Wonderful. Yes, that is the standard, isn't it? Okay, well, I will charge in my infantry. Another undead has broken free from our control. That is a rather regular occurrence by the looks of things. So it seems necromancers do have a rather worrying double-edged sword, I suppose you could say. And just as I am wielding a double-edged sword, of course. Yes. Okay, well, that seemed to be a very easy fight indeed, but of course I was not expecting any less, I suppose, considering, look at this skeleton knight. He is so heavily armored, I would never think that he would be able to be taken down. But there we are anyway, lucky enough to survive that. We did lose a couple of shadow wizards. One master mage was killed, which is unfortunate. But generally everyone else survived, so that is great. Your help was most welcome, stranger. My name is Boyard Truly. Can I learn yours? My name is Reformist, although I am a very dark necromancer, and I may drink your blood at some point. Yes. Wonderful. I am in your debt for what you just did. Wonderful. Yes, there we are. And now I will take him prisoner. And him prisoner. Very nice. And we can take some prisoners as well. Some regular prisoners, shall we say. So let's just take these guys as well. You never know when they may come in handy. And take some of these. And this actually gives me a good chance to show you the gear that I actually acquired. Lucky enough to find a void hood, which enhances magic. I also found a dark robe, which also enhances magic. Unfortunately, I was not able to find any boots that enhance magic, or gloves, so that was a little unfortunate. But I did manage to find Nightmare, which is a pretty good horse from what I can tell. Now, on to our weapons. This is a vorpal sword. It can crush through blocks. It has a bonus against shields. And, as you can see by the bottom text there, extremely sharp sword can deal deadly strikes to living creatures. I thought that was amazing for a necromancer. And then we have a Drow priestess shield, as I said. And a dagger of throwing. A magical dagger that returns to its thrower. So that is rather wonderful too. But yes, there we are. I also have a scroll of lightning bolt, a spare one on me. No idea why I have that. And of course I have a spell book. So that is pretty much it. And there we are. We helped Boyard Druli. Now let's just see whether we... Okay, so necromancy, everyone. Necromancy appears to be very powerful indeed. We have just raised 124 Bobs and Gregs. So, yeah, there we are. I said in the battle that we might actually gain replacements for them, but I was not expecting us to gain 124 of them. As you can see, it's actually gone over the amount of troops I can actually have in my army by 60, by the looks of things, yes. Wow, that is incredible. So that is very nice indeed to see. Not bad at all. Wow, okay. Well, I suppose that will be it for this particular special feature, and so I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. It was a wonderful experience, considering I did not realize that necromancy was going to give me this many skeletons. But of course, I suppose, what is the realistic point of view on necromancy is that, considering, as you saw in that fight right there, we lost quite a few undead units, and that might actually turn around and bite you if you're not too careful. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.